Hey, Melissa.
Hello.
I hear you have questions.
I do have questions. I
Hit.
have questions. What? Oh,
I said
I have
hit.
questions about Libra, in specifically Venus, who is in charge of rules two different signs, and how Venus looks really different in these signs, being Earth and air, and just the different kind of beauty, the different kind of love, the different kind of loveliness
So
of
Venus
Venus.
as ruler of Taurus and Libra rules Venus, first of all, love, money, enoughness. That's her jam. And the signs, Taurus, a fixed earth sign, grounded, stalwart, practical, manifesty energy, like want to make it real, make it physical, make it last. And then Libra, cardinal air sign, which is keep it moving, keep it flowing, ideas, concepts, less grounded, maybe not grounded at all. And in fact, Libra is the only sign of the zodiac represented by an inanimate object instead of all the rest are like heartbeat critter. And Libra is a Cylon. Libra is scales. Um, yeah. What is your experience with happy Libra season, by the way? What is your experience with Libra versus Taurus in your life?
Okay. Let me speak about Taurus first, because that, like in my world, in my car, my life car, Taurus is important because my moon is there, you know. And so Taurus to me feels like needing to have the beauty and sensuality and like feeling lovely, and having your needs met, having my needs met, and having the safety and security to be able to go out in the world and do the things that I need to do. Taurus feels a bit my Taurus feels a bit stubborn. um and yeah, just all of the Taurus kind of things are, like, to me, once spring has taken hold and things are just so beautiful and you're able to pick things and eat things and feel things, and I don't know, to me that's like I think that to me is what, like, when people talk about Venus, I think that to me is more like typical Venus.
Interesting. That
You
that
know what I mean?
Taurus to you feels like the more bang on, like match
Yeah.
to Venus.
How people would,
Uh-huh.
if I said Venus, how people would say, oh, this is what I feel is a Venusian kind of thing. That to me feels like what many people would describe.
Because Taurus loves sensual pleasures,
Yes.
touch, taste, textures. It needs to feel good. Like one of my favorite things that a Taurus Venus person said that helped it click for me was I was talking about how I will use a bar of soap all the way down until it is a little tiny shard of little soap. And then I will put it together with other little shards of soap and make a soap. And she said, I toss out the soap as soon as it doesn't feel good in my hands. And I went, oh, that's Taurus Venus shit right there. Because wow, I'm like, I am going to use it all the way, which has nothing to do with Venus at all. But the fact that someone who is Taurus Venus is,
Right.
the feeling of the soap in my hands is, so this is someone who's the feeling of the pen across the
All that.
paper.
100%. Yep. I have to have a certain pen that feels a certain way. And also, as you were talking about the soap, I was like, that's what you do with your lipstick too.
It is what I do with my lipstick too. I put it in a little
Brilliant.
I put it in a little pot, all my little lipsticks.
Brilliant.
I do. This part of it is growing up the child of a depression era single mom. And so all of her depression era childhood upbringing things became a part of our story when it was just the two of us against the world. And so some of that is just unhealthy relationship with money and do we have enough? Also Venus
Right,
issues.
right, right.
Those are very Venus issues. So it's not Venus, but
True.
it is definitely the more Libra side of things, because where Taurus
Yeah.
says, I want high quality and I want it to last and I want to enjoy the feeling of it, the happening of whatever it is, the putting on of makeup or the washing the face or
Right.
lotion being put on. Taurus is there for the feels. Libra is there for the balance and the order and the idealized perfection, the idealized enough,
Mm.
the idealized, the concept of beauty rather than feels beautiful, which is Taurus. Libra is that makes sense for beauty. So it's like the science of beauty. Whereas we've seen the studies about how the more symmetrical your face
Right.
is, the more beautiful it is perceived.
Mhm.
And the science behind that is very Libra. Like that told my brain that that is pleasing, therefore I know that is pleasing. Whereas Taurus is like, I just like how it looks.
Does it feel great?
Honestly, yeah. I'm gonna
Really?
feel up on you, and if your skin feels smooth and the angles feel good, Taurus is going to resonate with that a lot more than that makes sense academically or scientifically. And Libra is going to do the math of it. But math is also a thing of beauty. It is
For sure, it's gorgeous. Sacred geometry and so on and so forth. I mean, it's just a very different approach. I just interrupted you. Sorry about
it's
that.
fine. No, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
got excited.
I like excitement. I can handle it. It's good. But it's the difference between I can't explain it, it just feels right versus the math checks out.
Right. Might we talk about that in terms of, although I hesitate to do so anymore because I want to be very sensitive to gender binary terms. Also, if we're looking at elements, Venus in these different elements,
Right.
Venus in Taurus is earth, feel, textures, all of that. Venus in Libra is air.
So,
And
so
so that is masculine, male, masculine, however we want to define it. We got to come up with different words for some
well,
of that.
so what I use instead of masculine feminine, with all credit to original astrology and where it came from and what it was working with
Sure.
the enhanced vocabulary that we have today and our better understanding of gender as a concept,
Hmm.
I say the Taurus representation, that earth sign, is receptive. It is,
Yep.
how does that feel to me? How does that experience land with me?
Hmm.
Libra, air sign, is more assertive, it is more outward. And so we have receptive and assertive as the signatures of what is a female feminine sign Taurus and a masculine sign not Aries, but
Right.
also Aries, but Libra, specifically talking about the Venus ruled
Right.
signs. And we could see that the idea of an air sign and a fire sign is more up and out and asserting its energy into another place. Whereas earth and water, even the glyphs, is bringing the experience in and taking it down.
And it just occurred to me, circling back to the thema mundi, as we
Ooh,
were looking at, for real, like looking at, I'm trying to visualize this, and I think this is right. All of these different planets have different personalities because, like the ones that are in two signs, there is a receptive
that's right.
portrayal of a planet. And I can't even, what the crap word did you say?
Receptive and assertive, right?
Assertive. Okay,
You,
assertive.
you can use whatever language you want. If you like to say male, female, do, masculine, feminine, whatever, great. But it's also that one is more go get and the other is
Yeah.
attract to. And Venus as a planet is all magnetic attract to. And so we have to look at Libra and go, well, how do we do what is inherently an earth thing, which speaks to your feeling that Taurus is a more archetypal correct
Yeah.
sign for Venus? How does Libra, which is asserting energy, become magnetic? And it's through the discernment of where to show up. Where do I show up where I want to receive energy back, not show up everywhere and receive all of that back?
Someone in this conversation
Hmm.
might have some experience knowing how to describe what that's like in real life.
Do tell.
Do tell
Do
you,
tell. No,
you,
no, you.
you, Libra, hello.
Do have Libra. It's true. You do not have Libra,
No,
Melissa.
I do have Libra, but you have Libra.
I have lots of Libra. I have lots of Libra. I have Libra on the angles. And when you have a sign on the angles, first house, fourth house, seventh house, 10th house, using whole sign houses, it is going to be very big in your life. That sign is going to be a bigger player. What's that?
So no, we both do. You're right. You're right. You're right. No, we both have the angles. So
Yeah. Cardinal on the angles means we're going to show up to everything and lead it, even when we don't want to.
yeah.
Yeah. I went to a webinar yesterday, which usually I don't do things on a Monday. It's a Moon's Day, but this was a very special one. And I made myself never turn the camera on because, first of all, webinar, and to me, webinar means only the presenter's camera. But when we got there, it was feel free to turn your camera on. And I'm like, nope, because I know my energy. I got cardinal on the angles. And if I am there, I am pulling attention. And I do not want to do that. I want it to be an attendee. And I don't say as much in the chat as I would like to. I tuck that energy in because not only do I have two stelliums in angular houses, first and 10th, Cancer stellium, Libra stellium, but also Jupiter is one of the planets in stellium. And Jupiter will not be ignored. Jupiter's like, I am the biggest. You will see me. I am this massive. Yeah. So I go, yes, I'll stop talking now because already I'm like, too much.
No, you were talking about it from a very, let me describe Libra. And I'm like, wait a doggone minute. Let me describe Libra in theory. How about let you describe Libra from an everyday?
But that's how Libra expresses. It's in theory.
You're right.
All the air signs do, though. That's a quality of the air signs in general. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They are theoretical. They are actively expressing in ways that make sense in the brain. That it's like check, 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 thinking, ideas. Now, I'm not saying the ideas make sense. I am saying it is something that is measured and expressed out in words and thoughts, not feelings.
Right.
Yeah. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, not warm and fuzzy, not all the feels, not here, let me hug you, let me hold you, let's feel close. Nope. So if you have lots of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you are touchy feely, warm and fuzzy, let's be close, it's because of something else in your chart. Yeah. It's not because of the air sign.
Right. And I think the reason that you are warm and inviting and people are drawn to you is because of your other stellium.
Cancer stellium.
Not that people aren't drawn to you because of Libra, but that like I feel so supported and seen and, you know, cared for. I think that's probably in your very visible place.
Very much so. I agree. You having your moon in Taurus and I having my moon in Libra, we both get to our how do I feel safe? How do I get my needs met? In the life car, it's the backseat driver. The moon is checking for the entire road trip. How's everybody doing? Do we need a rest stop? Do we have enough snacks? Blah, blah, blah. So how does your Venus ruled moon in Taurus take care of the road trip?
Well, usually I way overpack. Overpack for every need, every situation. Some of that also might be anxiety, but and I've really tried to deal with that, but very embodied. Like I don't want to be uncomfortable. What if I need this? What if my stomach hurts?
Right. I love it. That's the question. Is it my anxiety or is it my moon sign?
Right. And what if I get cold? What if I get hot? What if my mouth is dry? What if I mean, so much of that. And then if anyone else is there, I'm seriously to God going, wonder what food they like, wonder what would make them comfortable. Is there like a fuzzy something? Oh, I'm going to bring some flowers along. What about no, not gum, because I don't want to hear people chewing in a car. What about like, what kind of music can we listen to? I mean, all of those, I want to make sure people feel safe and cared for, and they have their physical needs met and in a beautiful way.
And here's exactly that from the Libra moon perspective. I love everything you just said. And it reminded me there was a time when someone we hired to help us with our business, like a business manager, overseer of all of our systems, came in and did just like this was at a time when we had like 6 to 10 employees. It was, we were a bigger company at the time. And so she came in to kind of like, okay, here's what needs to be trimmed and here's what needs to be done, blah, blah. And there was a moment when I was told, you need to tell your employees that you appreciate them. And I said, I pay them. What the? Wait, you're appreciated because I keep paying your rent for the work that you're doing. And that is a Libra. I got my needs met and everybody's needs are taken care of because you've got money coming to you to take care of your needs. You're welcome. I'm like, oh my God, I've been loving from that Libra moon. And that Libra moon is like, is everything that would be on the checklist taken care of? Yes. Then everybody's needs should be met. And I don't actually have to drop in and feel to find out if their needs are met.
Yes. And I will say, conversely, I am the person who shows up sometimes to the camp out and has the sparkle lights and all of the element cards and all of the witchy stuff. And I'm like, uh-oh, I forgot name whatever practical thing. Whatever it is. Usually I think about it, but more than anything, I'll usually start packing the beautiful things and all of that. And it's also why I don't show up and do the shit like you do. Like you get the stuff done, but I'll show up on one of your things and you're like, oh my God, the stuff's a mess. And I'm like, I can't even see that because I'm looking at your absolute beauty.
That Venus rulership in the life car at all really does take care of that. But also exactly what you said. I will have the complete list of everything that academically could possibly be needed. And like you, I will overpack and bring all the things and go through all the what ifs. But I will also add an element of ridiculousness because that's all it could possibly be. It's not, I'll just say it. I'm just going to say it. That Libra is not just making sure everybody on the road trip is taken care of. It's make sure that we are packing fairly. And that means if we brought this many socks, we also brought this many shoes, if we brought this many of like face cream, we also have this many of cuticle cream. And it's ridiculous because you don't need as much cuticle cream as you need face cream. Doesn't matter. It's got to be balanced,
Balance.
same order, fair.
Because you're loving people, or whoever, like in your example of your business, you were loving people by caring for, like, legit, I am paying you, I am doing the things to pay you.
It shocked me. It shocked me to be told, no, you need to tell them good job. You need to say that was great. Thank you. Oh wow, I love the way you whatever. And I'm like,
Just do your job and I'll pay you. That's my thank you.
it never occurred to me that
Mm-hmm.
people would actually like to be told that was great. I love the way you did that. And so I had to build a muscle for it because I had not ever done that. And then I also looked at that and went, okay, I'll be taking this one to therapy because I tell Keith I love him by not making him move out. Like, how do you know I love Keith? He gets to live here. I know. It's so sweet. Isn't it the
Happy
best value?
Valentine's Day, buddy. You got a house this year if you're lucky.
That is romance, baby. That is romance. Oh man.
And you know what's beautiful, beautiful, if we're talking beauty, about this from a Libra perspective, being able to get a little distance and think about it and say, oh, wait a minute, maybe I'm out of balance in those ways. Maybe I can receive that information and do it a little differently.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, one more thing.
I love it when you
Or
yes.
so, and don't ask me to tell my Substack thing because I just still don't remember it, but
It's
I've
in the
been
description. It's in the description.
okay, good. I just thought she's going to ask me and then I'm going to get nervous and I'm going to forget.
Nope, I won't.
So one of the things that I really am so excited about the writing that I'm doing, because I have such a greater respect for and knowledge and relationship with, I'm like, I'm in a relationship with Libra now. And just learning more just about just about, not about it being, oh, they're light and they're this and they're that, and you can't quite pin them down, but here's the shadow side. And maybe there's this beautiful building that looks like justice, but because, like, justice wasn't served because somebody didn't speak up or they couldn't make the decision, and et cetera, et cetera. And then Saturn's relationship to
Yeah.
Libra,
Yeah.
because it seems like Saturn would be oppressive to
Mhm.
a Venus personality, but it's not. And it's so freaking different. And I get it, like why Libra is about the structure and the balance and the boundaries,
That's right. That's right.
because it's Saturn's role.
Saturn is, in fact, exalted in Libra. When Daddy Saturn makes the way to Libra every 27 years, there is this, like we're celebrating Jupiter being in Cancer right now, we celebrate Saturn coming to Libra because Libra, yes, justice, the scales, system of this is how it's meant to work. And Saturn says, this is where I shine. It
Yeah.
is the systems exist. This, if we've agreed that these are the rules and then we don't play by these rules, then there are consequences. And Daddy Saturn loves that. And Libra loves to say, okay, here's where it's out of balance. Here's where this rule didn't get followed. They have a little bit of that Virgo, I can notice all the things energy, that Libra ability to see and label what has been done according to the rules. Where that can become toxic is there's no room in a Saturn slash Libra expression of Venus for, I went with my gut. I know what
Yeah.
the law says. Like I love to watch court shows, and I don't mean like Law and Order, although yes, but it is like court cam. Like I love to watch, like, we went to trial, this is real, and this is the sentence being handed down. And I have these moments where I go, okay, the minimum has to be this many years and the maximum is this many years. And then the judge just throws it out and says, we're going to do this. And I go, I feel myself in almost like I've been violated kind of way, because the guidelines are there for a reason. And then somebody uses their humanness, their humanity, their gut to say, but is that really what we value? And especially in the world we're in right now, where laws are being all sorts of, you know, manipulated and nudged aside. And in fact, entire declarations and lists of bills of rights and things are just being, you know, it doesn't work for me, so we're going to do it this way. I am feeling that Libra sense of but, and knowing we have to bring the humanity to it for it to actually resonate with our values. And that's where Venus, also being the ruler of Taurus, comes in, because those values are what makes Taurus love what she loves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I value that thing. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It really is. I mean, it's a different way of looking at beauty.
Right. When we say justice is served, or someone feel like, my favorites are always, and when I say favorites, I mean like in a weird way, because it does bother my Libra, but they're the ones where someone comes in and in the victim impact the victim impact statement part, they say, I forgive you, because that's what the person you harmed would have done. Like, you unalived somebody, and I'm going to say, it's okay, I forgive you, because that's what that person would have also done. And I go, I do not understand forgiveness. And I go, yeah, that's something I could work on, because to me, it's, these were rules, this rule got broke, we now have problem. And it's like, it's not just that. And that's where, especially with laws and our country that we're in, but the world in general, really need to take a look at whose systems are these, whose rules are these, and when do we get to Aquarius up, which is a Saturn ruled air sign.
Yep.
Some of it, when do we get to create upheaval around systems and laws and things that were built to advantage certain people and disadvantage other people? And when does it go from, I believe in the fairness of the way the law is written, when does that change into, no, it's not the way the law was written by these white people, it's the way the law of life is and should be. And then whose shoulds, who gets to decide? And then that's when I go, we're all mutable. As much as we want to talk about Venus ruling a fixed sign and a cardinal sign, values are mutable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love Libra.
I do too. I do too.
I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do it every time. Every month I'm going to be like, oh, I love, because I do. I mean, I'm part of what I'm reading about when you mentioned something like a somewhat Virgo-esque sensibility. It's one of the things I wrote was like that Libra offers discernment, that there's discernment in some of the beauty. Aesthetics without ethics is deception. Harmony without justice is complicity. Peace without truth is a lie. And all peas.
You are so peas, you are so peas and carrots. Good. Oh my God, this is great.
It's you. And it's, I mean, it's Libra. It's Libra. It's Libra.
I love your writing so much. I mean, I love your speaking too. I should tell you, you're doing a great job and I appreciate you.
Oh my gosh. And I'm going to tell you that you are so beautiful and lovely. And it's true. Thank you. Thank
This is
you.
fun. I like our little Venus ruled moons and how they complement each other.
They do. Wow. There's always something. Every single time we meet, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go think about that. And then I'm going to have to watch it. And I don't even really love watching myself, but I like learning
And we're cute together.
again.
It's good to this is fun to watch. All right. Catch you next time.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you.